Princess Elena of the Velkorian Empire stood before the ceremonial arena, her forearms crossed in mounting frustration. 12 of the galaxy's finest warriors lay unconscious on the crystalline floor, each having failed the sacred trial of bonding, a test designed to choose her royal guardian for the coming ascension ceremony. The Velkorian custom was ancient and absolute. A royal heir must bond with a warrior whose spirit resonated with the crown's frequency, a psychic connection that would prove unbreakable loyalty. For 3 cycles, warriors from every corner of the empire had attempted the trial. Thraxian berserkers, Cortanian blade masters, even a legendary Zephyr assassin, all had crumpled when they touched the crown's surface, their minds unable to withstand its psychic weight. "Your Highness?" High Chancellor Morvex approached, his tentacles writhing with barely concealed concern. "Perhaps we should postpone the ascension. Without a bonded guardian, the ceremony cannot proceed safely." Elena's violet eyes flashed with defiance. "No, the prophecy spoke of this generation. I will find my guardian today, even if I must test every being in this palace." It was then that she noticed him. A human, one of the newer species to join the galactic community, pushed a cleaning apparatus across the arena's edge. His movements were methodical, unhurried, as if the drama unfolding before him was merely background noise to his work. Adam, according to his identification badge, wore the simple gray uniform of maintenance staff. Humans were considered curiosities in the Empire, neither the strongest nor the fastest, lacking natural armor or weapons with embarrassingly short lifespans. They had been integrated into the Empire only 40 cycles ago, mostly filling support roles. Nobody took them seriously in matters of combat. An idea sparked in Elena's mind, equal parts mischief and desperation. "You there," she called out, her voice carrying across the arena. "Human." Adam looked up, his brown eyes widening slightly. He pointed at himself questioningly. "Yes, you. Come here." The High Chancellor's tentacles stiffened. "Your Highness, surely you jest. A human, a janitor?" This is my decision," Elena interrupted. She studied Adam as he approached, noting his steady gait, the calm in his eyes despite the absurdity of the situation. "What is your name?" "Adam Torres, Your Highness," he replied, executing a clumsy but earnest bow. "Is there something I should clean?" A ripple of laughter echoed from the assembled court. Even the medical staff reviving the fallen warriors paused to smirk. Elena smiled, a dangerous expression that her tutors had learned to recognize. In a manner of speaking, "Tell me, Adam Torres, do you know what the trial of bonding entails?" Adam glanced at the unconscious warriors being carried away on stretchers. "I'm guessing it's not pleasant, Your Highness." An understatement. "It has rendered unconscious warriors who have conquered planets. Yet I find myself curious." She gestured to the crown, floating in its containment field. "Touch it." The arena fell silent. "Your Highness, this is madness," Morvex protested. "The psychic backlash could kill him. Humans have notoriously weak mental defenses." "Then he should refuse," Elena said, her eyes locked on Adam's. "Well, Janitor, will you touch my crown?" Adam looked at the artifact, then at the princess, then at the dozen unconscious elite warriors. A small wry smile crossed his face. "Ma'am, I've survived 3 tours in Earth's corporate retail sector during holiday seasons. I've endured things that would break most sapient minds." Despite herself, Elena laughed. "Is that so?" "Absolutely, Your Highness. I once had to explain to a Karen why we were out of stock on Black Friday while maintaining a customer service smile. That's real mental fortitude." The court didn't understand the reference, but they recognized defiant humor in the face of death when they heard it. It was such a human thing. "Very well." Elena deactivated the containment field. "Impress me, Adam Torres." Adam stepped forward, rolled his shoulders like a man preparing to lift a heavy box, and placed his hand on the crown. The arena exploded with light. Psychic energy cascaded outward in waves that sent courtiers stumbling backward. The crown blazed with intensity it had never shown before. Colors beyond the visible spectrum bleeding into reality. Adam stood at the center of the storm, his hand steady on the artifact, his expression one of intense concentration. But he did not fall. Inside Adam's mind, the crown's consciousness probed, testing, searching for weakness. It found memories of loss, of struggle, of a species that had clawed its way from caves to stars through sheer stubborn will. It found pain, personal and collective, and something else, an almost absurd refusal to quit. The crown had expected a weak mind. Instead, it found something it had never encountered in all its millennia. A mind that had learned to endure not through strength, but through persistence. Humans didn't withstand trauma because they were impervious to it. They withstood it because they simply refused to let it be the end of their story. Acceptable, the crown whispered into both their minds. The light faded. Adam removed his hand, blinking rapidly. That was intense. Also, Your Highness, I think your crown needs therapy. It has some serious trust issues. Elena stared at him, her forearms hanging slack in shock. The psychic bond thrummed between them. Clear, strong, unbreakable. You actually, did I pass? Adam asked, swaying slightly. Because I'd really like to sit down now. The High Chancellor's tentacles drooped in utter disbelief. Around the arena, courtiers whispered frantically. The human janitor, had succeeded where the galaxy's greatest warriors had failed. Elena began to laugh, a genuine, delighted sound that echoed through the chamber. She reached out, and before anyone could stop her, she pinched Adam's cheek affectionately. You beautiful, ridiculous creature. Yes, Adam Torres. You pass. Adam rubbed his cheek, grinning despite his obvious exhaustion. Does this mean I get a promotion? You are now royal guardian to the crown princess of the Velcorian Empire, Elena declared. You will stand at my side during the ascension and all ceremonies thereafter. Cool, Adam nodded. Does it come with dental? Because humans really need good dental. As the court erupted into chaos, as the High Chancellor tried desperately to comprehend what had just occurred, as defeated warriors were revived to learn they'd been bested by a janitor, Elena looked at her new guardian and felt something she hadn't experienced in cycles: certainty. Humanity had once again done what it did best, survived where it had no business surviving, and done so with inexplicable humor intact. The prophecy had been right after all. Her guardian had been found. He just happened to smell faintly of cleaning solution and bad coffee. Come, Adam Torres, Elena said, offering him one of her 4 hands. We have much to discuss, and apparently I need to learn what this dental concern entails. Adam took her hand, his calloused human grip surprisingly steady. Your Highness, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Also, I'm definitely going to need that dental. Behind them, the crown pulsed with satisfied light. Having finally found what it had been searching for all along, not the strongest warrior, but the most enduring one. Humanity indeed.